Fuller brush, Pete, HB Fuller. It's up and it's bouncing off of its 52-week low. It's about time. They had 54 cents in earnings. That beat the EPS earnings per share by about 4 cents. So that's good. I'll let Pete talk about the revenue and so forth. But they also, full year guidance, even though it was unchanged, it wasn't marked down. And a lot of people were thinking, well, maybe they're going to guide lower. Well, they didn't. And that's why it's up double digits.
Yeah, it had a nice move to the upside. It looks like it's pulling back a little bit now, John. But nonetheless, this is a St. Paul company, by the way. They had some beats on the earnings. They had some beats on the revenue. Those were all good. The outlook, which we all know is the most important thing, that's where people were pretty excited as well. They'd already given us an outlook back in January, but they reaffirmed that that's still there at 390 to 420, something very close to that. This is a company where you've got a very reasonable PE, John, in an environment where you look at the price to earnings for a lot of stocks. It's 20, it's 30, it's 40, it's 50, it's whatever it might be. This one's a 14. So you're talking about very, very interesting and something that's just going to be a grinder for you in a good way. The free cash flow here is very solid. 52-week lows is where it started, so it's on the move a little bit to the upside. This is one to keep an eye on. I don't know if I'm really super jazzed about this one to the upside. I like it. I think they've done a lot of things the right way now, but I'd like to see a little bit more momentum in this stock to start moving to the upside. And for right now, I think this is just sort of a hands-off. I don't want to be jumping in here because even though they're on the lows, I think that they needed to tell us more. They didn't, and so I wouldn't be chasing after this one. But I keep an eye on it.
Their flooring business, they're selling that off, so you can only sell that once. I mean, once you've sold it to somebody, you're not going to be able to recognize revenue or that sale price again. So maybe that's another reason people like Pete are not as optimistic just yet. But maybe he'll get optimistic.